I'm Sumitra Rajgopalan. I'm CEO of BioAstra Technologies. We're a company based in Montreal, Canada, and we specialize in smart materials. So since our panel is really tiny, David, should we just start and talk about the experience? You want to start with the merger that you would like to talk about between two former competitors?
Доброе утро.
Good morning. I will try to speak in Russian. And I will try to use Russian terms if I can. I'll start. Today's topic is very interesting. It is about collaboration. It is difficult to translate into Russian, but the best way is to discuss on examples. One of the examples is the corporation where I work. It's IHS Market, the corporation that in last half a year merged from two large corporations, IHS and Market. Both corporations are into IT and provide solutions, innovation solutions for other industries, for the full range of industries, to create solutions in business. Market corporations was focused on finance sector. IHS Corporation has several areas of business, and one of the core areas is the energetics, oil and gas, oil chemistry, trade, shipment. Also there is an aviation industry, military industry. All solutions and information in this area. Then I would also add car industry, business unit department of the corporation where I work. It's engineering and product design, engineering department and production. When I enumerate these areas, you may ask, what do you do? We gather information in all these industries from different companies. We analyze this information and we give an expert analysis in each of these industries, unique expert analysis. The company has been existing 57 years already. IHS was founded in the USA, and the company Market was founded in London around 10 years ago. And the principle of both companies is similar. The goal is to accumulate all aspects of information, that information that sometimes companies do not pay attention to. We analyze it and make definite conclusions. Basing on that conclusions, huge corporations, governments, almost all large companies from Forbes 100 and Forbes 500, they make decisions on their strategies, long-term and short-term strategies, innovation strategies, and strategies that are based on real business development in short terms. I will give you an example. If your company wants to expand in different regions of Russia, we need to analyze different aspects, such as not only making business in these regions, but other policies and the quantity of possibilities of collaboration. It's our topic today. The competitiveness of the market, possibilities of sales in the market, possibilities to dominate in this market, and possibilities to create a net of suppliers in these markets. Where can you get this information? Normally it costs a lot. In order to make a correct decision on strategy of your business, you may address to the company IHS. It was a short review of our activity. Why this example of merger is unique. The company has the same principle of making business in the world. The result about what we are planning to speak today is the result of diversification of innovative processes. We have already understood, if we have a look on the market, on the world market, that to focus on only one solution and one areas may lead to very short-term exit, very short-term success. It may lead to financial success. But if you want a long-term success, this approach is not sustainable. You need to make long-term investment and long-term development of your company. The companies that are interested in long-term development and not on short-term success. National corporations interested in investments to national economy. It's crucial to create diversified portfolio of solutions of different types. It will lead to innovative processes in the company. It will create necessary conditions for collaboration and the example of it is my corporation being successful separately. Two corporations decided to merge not for domination on the market, because as you understand, we provide services in different areas. We really wanted to achieve innovation, and after merging IHS market, we found out that our activities, we call it new intelligence. I had an interesting talk with my colleagues in Russia, and they translate intelligence not on the way we translate it. It's not an intelligence. It's intellectual innovation policy or strategy that we mean. I form a part of the department of engineering production. We have so-called new engineering intelligence. Nowadays, we speak a lot about big data and analytics. So my corporation, the corporation where I work, may serve as an example of these buzzwords. The words that we can read in different magazines or hear on the news. What is big data and analytics? In our aspect, it's accumulation of different types of information from suppliers, producers, clients, and other participants, creation of enormous database. Then this database is being analyzed by unique processes, unique technology, like artificial intelligence. Nowadays it's quite a popular solution. We have one of the most cutting-edge technologies, but the question not in having this technology, but in applying it in a correct way, applying artificial intelligence in huge massives of data. We make an analysis of this data and we may provide a service to our clients in a short time in any industry. Then you'll have an opportunity to decide where you should found your business, in which region, and how to create collaboration processes within the company or with clients and suppliers. This is an example at the beginning. I would like to tell, and it will be interesting to develop this topic, what you have said about confidence. My understanding of the development of the confidence in the Western world and what has happened in Russia, I suppose that in the Novosibirsk campus is a very distinctive example. 15 years ago, I worked with impressive students and professors in the campus in the Novosibirsk University, and as you understand, in 15 years ago it was the time just of reforms, and I am working in the engineering area, and it was really interesting to have discussions, and we had discussions about standards, how Russian and Soviet ghosts differ from Western standards, state standards, and can we define the difference. We found a mutual understanding, we achieved mutual understanding. I would like to share it with you. What are the cultural differences between Russian and the cultivation of science and practice approach to any kind of knowledge? To my mind, Russian specialists differ from any other specialist in the world. I worked for a long time in Dubna, in France, and I found engineering business in a global scale, not only in Americas, in the South America, in Russia and in China, and the possibilities to compare different dynamics. Again, I reiterate that my specialty is industry and engineering, so that scientific and practice approach that is approved here and the specialists are taught with this approach, and it differs from process approach. Is it correct term, process approach? The approach that is common in the Western world. A person cannot work in a process without making contacts with every participant of the process, regardless the contact. If a person dives into an area to find some results in scientific research or to find some solution of the problem, this person or company work in this scientific and practical approach. It's impossible to say what is better, what is worse. The fact is that in a definite moment of development of your business, when you want to make a breakthrough or apply some innovation strategy, or if you just want to make your business successful in terms of finance, you choose strategies. The possibility of company to be flexible in choosing the strategy, to have all the aspects, both from scientific and practice approach and collaborative approach. This what makes companies successful. It's like an answer. Please, Katya. I would like to comment on the topic of collaborative approach and European and American system. And I thought about an interesting example. That maybe it's not that evident as ecological safeguarding, but the open exchange of knowledge. Knowledge is a power. The person who has knowledge may empower his or her business and his or her dominance in some areas. Nowadays, with the development of technologies for last 15-20 years and the development of collaboration, there are different types of collaborations: social collaboration, industrial collaboration, social collaboration, and there are many other aspects of collaboration. As you may understand, one aspect of these collaborations are more applicable, others are more difficult, and it is more difficult to motivate them, to incentive them. Some collaborations are quite difficult because we all are in some companies. We may think about our colleagues, about our bosses, and we may estimate whether it's easy to achieve goals. When we speak about industrial collaboration, we may speak about confidence between companies, with the confidence in the chain of suppliers. In last 15 years, a revolution was created by social collaboration. We are familiar with social networks that made open contacts with among people. And I am on the other side of social collaboration, and I form a part of large engineering corporation. 10 years ago, it was clear that not a single serious corporation that is in car industry or aircraft industry or oil and gas industry, they will not they will not engage in social collaboration because it may be not effective and they do not know how to work with it. The situation was 10 years ago. Right now, almost each company, regardless the industry, they use elements of social collaboration among employees. There are specific aspects for security to guarding their secrets, but it was clear that an effective and innovative work of company is impossible without all aspects of collaboration, social, industrial, and other aspects. So my example is that French company Dassault System, which on the other side produce military machines and aircrafts. On the other hand, they have engineer solution for other different engineer areas. They they took a visional decision 15 years ago to integrate social collaboration and communication between people in the industry, and they took an unpopular decision to integrate the systems like Vkontakte or Facebook to all products, all informational products, IT and software products that they produce for engineers all over the world. Every engineer who used their solutions together with some constructive tasks and solutions of some engineer tasks had an opportunity to communicate with other engineers about that tasks, which was uncommon at that time. They were the pioneers in industrial collaboration.